How's that?
Very good.
Awesome. Okay, I'm back. All right, so let's start this all over again. Like I said, I don't know where Rocky is, but she asked me to help you all tonight on this Pampered Chef career plan. And boy, is it a doozy. I've been on my adventure with Pampered Chef now for 19 years, and it's taken twists and turns like I haven't even, you never thought would happen. So just bear with me, and I'll get this going. All right. So here we go again. So my name is Diane Rector, like I told you before, but you can call me Di. In fact, some of you already know me as Di Rector. I'm on a fantastic Pampered Chef career plan road trip, and I've kept a diary along the way, and I'm going to share a few excerpts with you. So I attended a Pampered Chef party and fell in love with the products. I had so much fun catching up with friends and talking about making quick, easy meals. The consultant really got my attention when she started talking about the income opportunity. She said I could earn around $800 a month by submitting 8 shows a month. That could be 4 Facebook parties every other week or 2 live shows once a week. And I think I'm going to give it a try. The worst thing that could happen is I'll end up with a bunch of great products. I hope it works. This could be a great way to get my credit cards paid off. I joined and I got a very warm welcome from the team. Dear Diary, my recruiter helped me with my launch party. My cousin Laura, Beth from the gym, and my neighbor Chris also hosted shows. I had $2,520 in sales, and I earned $604.80. I can't believe it. I submitted a much larger payment to the credit card company and used my Pampered Chef dollars from the new consultant rewards and got a 12-inch skillet and more of those Life Tastes Great opportunity brochures and some giveaways. I picked up some unexpected trip souvenirs too, like the fun I had connecting with family and friends and all the new skills I learned. I'm really looking forward to the next bend in the road. So as a consultant, my sales were $2,520, $2,520, and my commission was $604.80. My recruiter reminded me that there are 2 ways you can earn in the Pampered Chef. One was selling, and the other one was by building a team. Together, we called my friend Pat and asked if he was interested in learning more about the business. I knew his work hours had been cut, so sure enough, he signed up the next day. Pat quickly did some shows, and I turned in $2,520 in sales again. So drum roll, please, everybody. Thank you, thank you. My first promotion and pay raise to a senior consultant. Dear Diary, my commission check is 6.3% more from commission alone. I earned an extra 1% override on mine and Pat's sales. The extra money is nice, and I'm going to make a double payment to my credit card company. I picked up some more souvenirs like more bookings, increased confidence, and a buddy to work the business with. So, senior consultant, you do earn overrides on your sales. You earn overrides on your recruit sales. And you now earn an additional 30 Pampered Chef dollars, which will take care of most of your paperwork and supplies for the month. What are your requirements? It's 100 and you both have to be active. 150 in sales for yourself and your your new team member, and you will get paid those overrides and keep the title as senior consultant. This is the one promotion or title that you have to earn every month to keep it. Okay? You could lose it the next month and you'll be a consultant. You can get back and you'll be a senior consultant, but you have to meet the numbers every single time to keep your senior consultant title. So what is it? You plus 1. Yes,
1.
you plus 1. So a senior consultant, it was Di's sales. My sales here were $25.20. Pat's sales were $12.50. My commission is still $604.80, but my overrides added an extra $37.70 for my total paycheck now of $642.50. 6.3% increase on that than commission alone. I love it. Okay, can I get a whoop, whoop, whoop?
Whoop, whoop.
All right. Recruiting really makes a difference. So I'm offering the opportunity to absolutely everybody. I recruited Chris, and she did a show. Pat did more shows. And call me consistent. I submitted 2520 again. Our team sales were more than the required 2,500, so I earned myself another promotion and pay raise to team leader. Yes. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, dear diary, I earned $696.20, which includes $91.40 in overrides. I got an additional 2% overrides on my personal recruit sales. That's 15.11% more than commission alone. And anybody that's been in a career, I mean, that's a big raise. A 15% raise is a big raise. My husband has a career and it's like 3% every year or something like that. So anyway, I love opening my credit card bill because the balance is smaller each month. I picked up another souvenir too. I'm much more confident, and I'm helping my team get ready for their own career plan road trips. So team leader, what you get 2% override on your sales, 2% override on your personal recruit sales, and then 1% on their recruit sales. You still get the 30 Pampered Chef dollars, which will take care of your business supplies for the month. And the requirements, what are they? 2 active lines or 2 recruits. And we've gone around and around, Dawn and I, about this because we always think someone got a promotion. But some promotions, they count like if you recruit someone and they recruit someone, it'll count. But in the team leader spot, it has to be 2 separate recruits that you recruited. Okay? Your personal sales now have a minimum, and they are 750 personal sales, and your entire team has to meet the requirement of 2,500 in sales. Okay? So this is what it looks like. My sales are still 2520. I'm still doing the same thing I did when I joined. Now Pat's sales, he's still doing the same 1250. Chris's sales are 800. My base commission is still 604.80. My overrides are 91.40. So now my paycheck is almost $700, 15.11% more than commission alone. Applause, please. Thank you. Thank you. Dear Diary, I helped 2 prospects, Les and Jill, think of friends who needed extra cash. Within days, both of them joined with their friend and promoted to senior consultants. And guess what? Another promotion for me too. So this is our director. And you can, if you do this in your first 90 days, and I see some new consultants on here, Michelle, and who's down at the lower, I can't see that far. Let me see. Oh yeah, Michelle, there you are, all of my stuff doesn't show, so some people, I'm sorry if you're on and I just can't see you. So director is your next step here. And if you do it in your first 90 days, it comes with an additional $500 bonus, which is very useful, I'm sure. So, dear diary, I almost fainted when I got my commission statement. It was $1,352.90, a whopping 124% more than when I submitted the same sales with no team. That is because directors earn 3% overrides on their team sales and a $10 bonus for each active consultant. This also reflects the $500 fast track bonus for promoting in my first 90 days. I am sending a big fat payment to my credit card company, and I can finally see the light at the end of the debt tunnel. So a director here, you get, this is what you get. You get 3% overrides on your personal team sales. On your personal sales. So if you are doing, let's say you're earning at the top 25%, now you're earning 27% on your sales, nearly 30% of what you sell. 3% override on your first generation. And that's your first generation right now is your entire line until someone promotes underneath you to director. 30 Pampered Chef dollars for every recruit that qualifies. And a $10 activity bonus per active consultant. So if you have 5 active people, that's $50. If you have 10 active people, that's $100. Okay, so everybody that's getting a paycheck or is active at least 150, your paycheck's going up. You have to have 5 to promote. You have to have 5 active team members. That means each one for the promotion has to submit at least $150. You yourself have to have $750 minimum, and the whole entire team has to have $5,000. And I'll tell you that $5,000 is a big number. It's kind of like $5,000. That's a big number. But when new consultants, what are new consultants always, what's their goal? What's the, what is it?
To qualify.
Yeah, to qualify, to get their ice cream maker, to get their extra 200 Pampered Chef dollars, to qualify. So that's $1,250. So if you've just recruited 4 or 5 people, and you know, maybe 2 or 3 of them are working on that, that's a big chunk of that $5,000. Plus you are already doing your normal job. And then to maintain, you don't need the 5 active. You just need to maintain your $750 and the whole entire team $5,000. We do have an elite seller program, and this is for someone that doesn't want to build a team. You can promote to director too. You are not interested in developing a team, but you can promote to director too. and it's 75,000 in personal sales in a 12-month window. So if you add your sales up for 12 months, it has to equal 75,000, and that window moves. The window keeps moving, so you always have, it's not a calendar year, it's not an excellence awards year, it's always keeps moving. We're looking at the last 12 months. Did it add up to 7,500? And 6,000 personal sales in the current month. So you can't just like decide not to sell one month. And you will be a director with all the benefits as well. Okay, here's an actual screenshot of one of our newest directors that promoted June 1st. And you can see that and it's a little bit more generous than my model. You can see that her base commission was $755. Her overrides were $720. She had her 5 active people, which added $10 each, and her grand total was $1,525.72, and she joined in March. So that's March, April, okay, March, April, May, June. And she promoted June 1st. So she did this in about 2.5 months. Exciting things are happening. All right. Oops. How'd this happen? Hold on. My things are out of whack there. Let me go back over here and see what's going on. We skipped a few things. Oh, I guess not. I guess not. Okay. Okay. So now I want to just stop there before I go on. So does anybody have any questions about this? Everybody's on mute. I'm just, so we have a lot of, right now we have, hi Michelle. Do you have questions? You're kind of new. Can you hear me? Anybody questions, or should I just go on into the next step? You want to see what's after directorship? Gina says yes. Gina's going to go straight from consultant or team leader to consultant to advanced director. All right. So the next step after you promote to director, and I just want to say at the director level, that's when there are so many bells and whistles. The Pampered Chef really adores the directors, and they not only support them, but they give them a lot of benefits. They give them special training, we get all of the products free. We can even go outside for professional development and take leadership classes. We can take computer program classes. We can take anything that would help us with our leadership, and Pampered Chef reimburse us. So there's so many benefits right at the director level. And I say if you're trying to move over to make Pampered Chef your income, directorship is where you want to start. That's your first goal, is to get there, to start thinking about maybe replacing an income. And then moving forward. So we have some directors that get a beautiful, beautiful paycheck, meeting those requirements of 5,000. And usually they're selling a lot more than $752, but it's a very comfortable, easy to do. We have a lot of directors that hold other full-time jobs and still run a director team. So, all right, so the next step then after director is what we call upper level directors. And this is when you are taking all that you've learned and teaching other people to do the same exact thing. And so that is an advanced director. And it looks like this. Oops, wait, let me get back to share my screen. Share your screen, here we go. So an advanced director, so this is the consultant and she has one director underneath her. They both have to have the 5,000 team sales, and the entire organization has to be 12,000 in sales. And you can see if this group of, if this team right here is selling 5,000 and this one is selling 5,000, they're really, really close. So just a little more and it's easily that 12,000 is met. So I have an advanced director paycheck here, and this advanced director is just over $2,000 in pay. And that is for 7 parties that she held. The commission, her base commission is going to be, this is so little. Let me see if I can make my screen bigger. Oh, no. Okay, sorry. Okay, so the base is just over 1,000, and then with the overrides, the activity bonus brings her to just over almost $2,200. And that's a nice paycheck. I mean, who could spend that? Can you even think what you might do with that? Anybody want to shout out what they would do with the advanced director paycheck?
Mine's going to my kids' college fund, so that's what I'm doing this for.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah, that could be like maybe half of the tuition right there with one paycheck. Yeah. All right. Good. Okay. So our next level then would be a senior director, and a senior director now is one, and then you have 3 directors, and then 1 second generation director. So it's almost like this mama had 3 babies, and then one of her babies had a baby. So she has a grandkid too. You want to make it in those terms so you can see how this works. Their sales have to be 24,000. And when each team is submitting 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, meeting their requirements, you can see how easily that is met. Make it bigger. All right, no wonder I couldn't see it. And then a senior director paycheck here. Oh my gosh, hold on, stop share. Sorry, I thought I blacked out some names and I seen somebody's name. Okay, I'm sorry. Don, do you care if I share your paycheck? Sorry, I think I had Cody's blocked out. Oh no. So I can't hear you, Don, because you're on mute, but if you give me a thumbs up, I'll go back.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care.
Okay. All right. So let me share it. I'm sorry. I thought I blacked all that out. I was trying. Okay, so senior director, and this Dawn just promoted to senior director this month. And wave your hand, Dawn. There she is. Whoops. Seeing her. Let me get back to where I was. All right. And Dawn's check was $3,521.66. And that, I mean, how fun is that? I know Dawn holds a regular gym schedule. I know that she goes to work. Do you still work, Dawn? Do you still go to Chick-fil-A?
I do.
Okay, and I know that she goes to Chick-fil-A and has breakfast every morning, and she's very, she's at her kids' school a lot and involved with her kids, and they're always, you know, brushing the American Doll hair and all of that fun stuff. So, and she's able to run her business, her Pampered Chef business, and bring this kind of income to her family, to her, with her, alongside her busy lifestyle. And so that's what a senior executive paycheck looks like. I mean, excuse me, a senior director paycheck look like. So now we've got senior consultant, team leader, director, advanced director, senior director. We are on the 6th level to executive director, okay? And your executive directors have 6 directors underneath them. So they have 6 children. They have 2 grandchildren, and 2 of these, they have to be from different directors. They cannot be from, whoopsie daisy, the other one. So 6 and 2. And then this is one of my paychecks, and it's $7,665.78. So, and I usually hold about eight shows. So it's the same that I've been doing when I started in 1998. When I started in 1998, they told me I had to have 8 shows on my calendar. And I just did what they said. And so since then, that has been 8, 8, 8, 8. I always, you know, try to submit 8 shows. So 8 times I leave my house, and I'm almost able to bring in about $1,000. If you break it down per show, about $1,000 a show. So the next one, which is our 7th level with Pampered Chef, is the senior executive director. And this requires 9 first-generation directors, 5 second-generation directors, and 1 third-generation director. And the organization total has to sell 100,000. And again, when each team is contributing their 5,000, it's easy to make that big number, such as 100,000. We're not even at this level, and our whole organization sells well over 100,000. So that's not, you know, don't let those big 100,000, you know, that scare you. And I just reached out to one of my friends that have promoted to senior director. And I asked her, can you give me a ballpark? And she said it's right around 10,000 to 13,000. This is crazy money, $13,000 a month. A month. I mean, your lifestyle is really, really going to change at this level of senior executive director. And I have to say, in all the years I've been with Pampered Chef, there are more people taking advantage of our career plan than I've ever seen before. And I really do think it's because of social media that you can reach more people. You know, back, you know, even 5-10 years ago, we were restricted to the people that were at our cooking shows, the people that were in our neighborhood, the people that were in our city. But now our reach is so far that we can reach people in, you know, neighboring cities, neighboring states. It doesn't matter. You don't even have to know them. They will just be at one of your parties. So before these levels, you know, I didn't even think about them. But now I see people on our team. I see people on our team reaching these levels. And we're just normal people. So the last one is the National Senior Executive. And this is 12, I think 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 9, yes, and 3. So we're just talking, you know, just a huge, massive. And when you think about this person running this big organization, you are busy, yeah, but you've got a team of competent consultants, directors, leaders on your team that's helping you drive and encourage and support this big team. So those of you now that are at director, that are at advanced director, that are at senior director, this is not far. This is not far. We just had two nationals promote June 1st and a senior senior executive promote last month. So, and it's been years since we've watched these kind of promotions. So what you want to do, if the Pampered Chef career plan interests you, if anything I said, anything you've seen tonight interests you at all, then you want to check out these resources. If you go to Consultants Corner, you want to print out the career plan chart. Okay, write that down, career plan chart, and it's going to look similar to the picture. It's going to tell you what you need and what you get. And then there's also one called Maximize Your Opportunity. And that looks a little different. But again, all you have to do is type in that in the search bar, and it'll come up in a PDF, and you just print it. And as you can see, I mean, I keep that stuff up on my wall. There's things that remind me, you know, because why not go for it? It's right there. And with Pampered Chef, we do not have to wait for someone to quit their job. We don't have to wait for someone to die to get their position. You know, we work independently. So if you're on somebody's team, you'll still be on their team, but you can just pass right by them. No problem. There's nothing holding you down. We are all independent consultants, so we run our own business. If Jennifer, you know, decided she was just going to have that as a goal to be a national executive director, and, you know, she just had tunnel vision to go that, she could pass Kim, she could pass me, she could pass my director, Cindy, and just jump right up there and be a national director on our team. But yeah, and that happens a lot. So don't think that anything is holding you back. So I just want to thank you all for attending. This was a quickie. There's, like I said, I do want you to go back to the print those, and also use, if you're, I can take my glasses off now. Also use the consultant resource guide. Also use that too if you have any questions, if you're working on a promotion, because we have seen promotions missed by one little piece, you know, because you just didn't know that was a requirement. So if there is a promotion you are working on, just make sure you know all the requirements that need to happen. So I want to just hear an aha from everybody, what you thought about that. Maybe you had never even thought of, you know, making Pampered Chef a career, or maybe you had no idea that we didn't get paid in vegetable peelers. Who has something to say about tonight? Just one aha.
I really enjoyed it, Rocky. Thank you.
Oh, was that you, Gina?
That was.
Oh, thanks, Gina. What did you like? Did you just?
I didn't quite understand all while just reading the the information before. I never really understood exactly how all the tiers worked. So it was nice to see the actual breakdown of it and understand where it is that I want to go and how to get there. So.
Good, good. I can't wait to talk next Tuesday.
Oh yeah, I'm so looking forward to it.
Yeah. All right. Anybody
I enjoyed
else?
it too, Rocky. I enjoyed it, Rocky.
You did, Michelle. What'd you like about it?
All the information and the breakdowns you gave on the different levels.
So did anybody like the money part?
Oh, absolutely.
I know.
Always love money.
I know. That was like,
Yeah.
yeah, the money part is like.
I was going to say, wow, those paychecks.
Yeah. Dawn, did you ever think your I mean, you probably have thought about that because you've seen some bigger paychecks, but
Yeah.
starting up, did you ever think that you'd just make that much money?
No, I mean, I was just going to do this as a hobby, you know. I wasn't even, I was just going to do one show here and there. Wasn't really planning on doing much with it. So, you know, so anything is just crazy, you know, but each level you see a big increase in the pay.
And would you say that you kind of just morphed into it? And because I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I cannot, you know, that would just be too much to take on. But I tell people, you know, it doesn't happen overnight. I wish it did. And
Right.
You kind of, you know, just inch by inch into this new, you know, level, new responsibilities, and a new way of doing business. Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, I think you just take it one step at a time. You set a goal, and then when you reach that goal, if you feel comfortable with it, then you want to move on to the next goal, then you go to the next goal, and you always have something, you know, another goal that you're reaching for, and you'll know if it's, you know, it sometimes it seems like it's far away, and then sometimes it seems like, oh man, this is, you know, this is going to happen. And so you just have to go for it. But you'll know with each level what it is that you want to do next, I think. I mean, that's for me.
Yeah. And I think Cody got taken by surprise a little when she had her first promotion, because that was a real quickie. Right, Cody? And then,
Oh, yeah.
So did you ever look back and say, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into?
Yeah.
I bet. Cody's was
Right
like a
off the
10-day
bat.
promotion.
But right off the bat, but like Dawn was saying, like you get used to it. Like I was really worried about training people and stuff, but you get a system down and you just work it, you know, every month is different, but you know, you just keep going and then it's boom, you're at the next level. So
Yeah. And Cody's knocking on her senior director promotion too, just right there. Cody has 3 children. She homeschools them. So, you know, her day is tied up. You know, she wants to make sure that her children are smart, so she can't, you know, not take care of that. So, you know, so she still runs this alongside of tending to her children. I know she has horses, so they go out and ride too. That takes a lot of time. So it is something that you just kind of mold into what you already do. Okay, who else has an aha? I think we have time for maybe 1 or 2 more. Anybody? Is this all? I see Dawn Cook, Amber Smith, Michelle Whalen, Jennifer. Anybody? Okay, well, I am so glad you all joined. I'm going to go, the next time I do this, I'm going to get some live senior executive and national executive paychecks, because I want to see those as well. I didn't have any today, but I'm going to stalk people and ask them for their paychecks. Oh, those guys, yeah. So, all right, well, I will let you guys back to your evenings or your bed if you're on the East Coast. Are you going to bed, Gina? Gina has her jammies on. And then most of you, I'll see you at conference. Michelle, Cody, Dawn, Miranda, Dawn Cook, yes? Yes, Don Cook? I'm
Yes.
still crossing my fingers for you, Gina. So
Well.
Chicago, I'm sure we'll talk before then, though. So good night, everybody. Thanks for joining.
Good night.
Good
Thanks,
night,
Di.
everybody.
Okay, bye-bye.
I mean, thanks, Di. Rector.
Yes, director. That's me.
My bad.
Oh, gosh.